Welcome to HDTV. You're now rocking with your boy. Kawhi has reportedly reached out to all-star point guard. Kawhi Leonard's first year with the LA Clippers ended in frustration fashion as the team blew a 3-1 lead in the Western Conference semifinals to the Denver Nuggets. But Kawhi is ready to retool for the 2020-21 season and could be eyeing an all-star point guard as reinforcements. On Wednesday, Ryan Russillo reported on his Ryan Russillo podcast that the Clippers are interested in OKC's Thunder star Chris Paul. Russillo said that there is a mutual interest between the two sides, but conceded that such a deal would be difficult. The Clippers definitely interested in Chris Paul, Russillo said, per Clutch Points. The math doesn't really make any sense, and Paul has basically told any of the teams that are interested in trading for him, hey, I don't want you trading your player for me. I just want to come and join you, but that's really hard when you're making over $40 million a year and another year for $40 million plus for next year. Here's something that did surprise me because it just feels like Kawhi is this distant, mythological creature that doesn't talk with anybody. Apparently, Kawhi reached out to Chris Paul immediately and was like, hey, you should come here. So that part is real. The pursuit is real. The interest and the math on it from Paul's standpoint doesn't seem to be all that realistic. Chris Paul played for the Clippers from 2011 to 2017, regularly making the All-Star game in the playoffs, but never getting past the conference semifinals. Kawhi Leonard proved to be a rock-solid recruiter from the get-go, bringing Paul George in from OKC just last year. Perhaps Kawhi would be able to land another Thunder star just 1 year later. So, do you think Chris Paul would be a great move for the Clippers? And to me, Chris Paul, the problem isn't with Chris Paul, but to me, I don't trust Chris Paul in staying healthy. You guys got to remember, when the pandemic hit, it gave Chris Paul a lot of time to relax and chill. He didn't have to do a lot. So, I just feel like this. I feel like that they should go after, to me, and I keep saying it, you can go after Mike Conley. I would love them to go get Fred VanVleet, even though Fred VanVleet might be asking for a lot of money, but I think he would be a better fit than Chris Paul. Chris Paul is older now. So if you bring Chris Paul to the team, Chris Paul's going to have to take a back seat. And Chris Paul's problem has also been his attitude. He rubs a lot of players the wrong way. And you're going to have him in a locker room with Beverly, Lou Williams, and Montrezl Harrell. If you bring those guys back, that's going to be something a disaster. Chris Paul is a guy who, now if you bring Chris Paul in, what are you going to do with the other guys that's on the team? That's around that's basically like, what are you going to do with that? Like, is Beverly going to come off the bench? Yeah, I would bring him off the bench if you got a Chris Paul, but Beverly's a good to great defender, especially in today's game. So what do you feel like? Like, I don't know, Kawhi, I know he wants to win and stuff, but sometimes, man, I don't know. Chris Paul, he would open the floor up a little easier. He would get guys in position, and then in the clutch, Chris Paul can do some things that Beverly and Lou and a lot of these guys have problems doing in big games. Now, Kawhi Leonard, I feel if he doesn't have the ball in his hand all the time and he's allowed to play off the ball, he's allowed to post up, he's allowed to get in his spots and his position, Kawhi would be a tough guy to beat. Like, seriously. It's hard now trying to defend him. But let me know in the comment section if you feel that Chris Paul will be a great fit, a bad fit, or tell me how do you feel and who do you feel, what point guard needs to go to the Clippers in order for them to, you know, keep moving. I still say they should go after Mike Conley or Fred VanVleet. And if there's another point guard out there, I would go grab him. That's just me. You don't really need a superstar or a former superstar type point guard. You just need a guy like a Rondo who can be a floor general and do the little things as far as defense and as far as attacking the basket. So, I mean, that's how I look at it. But like I said, like, comment, subscribe. Share this, hit the notification bell to select all so you can receive upcoming content. And I will be going live this Saturday night, I believe, after I do an interview. I'm going to do an interview with my little brother. He's looking to be a pharmacist. And I think he'll be a hell of a one. Very, very great dude, has a big heart. He knows his stuff. So we'll talk about not only that, what made him choose it and himself. We're also going to talk about some sports issues and talk about the play of LeBron James. But if you look at my page, I did a video with my brother Cool Beans. Shout out to that dude, man. He's a blessing, man. He's been there for me from day one. He's always kept it real with me. You know, he always wanted to hear my opinion, and so is my little brother Davion. They're both the same. They like to hear my opinion, and they like, I want to continue getting better. Now, sorry to sidetrack for that bit. And if you want to donate to the page, cash at me at the word welcome, the number 2, and then HDIITV. And again, in the comment section, let me know, do you think Chris Paul is a great fit, a good fit, or a bad fit? And if you don't like him being there, who would you pick over Chris Paul to be the point guard? Who would you pick to be the floor general? Thank you for listening, and we're out. Live boy.